This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas. AAPI is an Indian organization very important for the medical fraternity.
Well, AAPI has 165 chapters, but QLI is one of the largest chapter of AAPI. And today we have the highest or the largest gathering of 650 physicians here in QLI itself.
And AAPI's annual convention is a very exciting occasion which is happening here at Huntington in Long Island.
The President Dr. Tarun Vassar, members of the Executive Committee, Board of Trustees and AAPI QLI. We are happy to welcome you all to the 18th Annual Gala of AAPI QLI.
They asked me, when am I going to get a CAT scan? I'll check with your insurance. And what medications I'm going to get? I'll check with your insurance. It sounds funny, but unfortunately, this is a reality, and if you're sitting on the other side of the table, it doesn't sound that funny.
I want to pause and recognize the wonderful honorees that you have here this evening. I want to congratulate each honoree for their wonderful, wonderful achievements. They should be very proud of their accomplishments. I know here in Nassau County Executive, I'm extremely proud of Dr. Baines, Dr. Singhal, and Dr. Jawar.
Congratulations to Nassau County Executive at Mangano G. In Indian tradition, when you refer somebody with respect, you add G. So Mangano G is like that G. And so Mangano G, when you are a part of AAPI's annual convention this year, freshly taking back the responsibilities of such a big county, how do you view the role of AAPI?
AAPI's been a great partner in government from the moment I took office, meeting these wonderful doctors who not only save lives and not only meet the needs of our residents, most importantly, they pause, they're charitable, they give back, they're always there to help a neighbor in need. So I couldn't be more proud of all the doctors here that make up AAPI, but certainly and especially the board here that surrounds me, that work day in and day out to promote the values and mission of AAPI.
And since we are among so many doctors, it becomes relevant to ask your views about the way Obamacare is reaching out to the potential patients. And there is a lot of confusion. How hopeful you are that Obamacare would be able to realize the aims with which it has been established?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of concern and confusion. I would urge Congress and the President to come together and straighten it out. Obviously, there's great concern among the very talented and dedicated doctors here, but also the residents and those that are having their insurance canceled, and confusion, concern, and it is something that's a very serious question and one that the President and Congress must really answer and address immediately.
And lastly, now that you are back as Nassau County Executive with additional responsibility for the trust that has been entrusted on you, what is the vision and what is it that you look forward to doing for the community?
First, we want to make Nassau County more affordable, more welcoming for our young professionals, make certain that there's housing opportunities. I focus most of my efforts on economic development, creating jobs and opportunities, so anyone that wants to pursue the American dream could find that opportunity right here in Nassau County.
I'm the president-elect of AAPI QLI. AAPI is a national branch, and we are the most important and most powerful branch in the nation of AAPI.
Dr. Sir, you are president-elect of AAPI. Investing your time and energy for an organization like AAPI definitely is important for you. And what is it that makes it important?
We have like about 800 active members, and you said the importance. It's really, really very important to be associated with this organization. First of all, it belongs to my profession. Secondly, we do a lot of things for the mankind also. We have a lot of charity works going on. We have a lot of charitable clinics going on. And we do every month a lot of educational activities, CME activities. And our CME activities are known all over the country. We had always very good speakers. Other than CME, we have a lot of activities for the non-CME activities also, for the spouses also, where we have financial seminars, because that is also a very important part of the life. Okay? Thank
And
you.
and also, I want you to share with us. I believe it was probably for the first time, or it's quite an interesting event that there was something for the singles
Yes.
that was organized by API. What is the idea behind it, and do you think that there are many doctors who are members of API and they have problem in finding the right partner?
Yep. You are right, Ashok ji. You just said it. First time API QLI took an initiative to do this event. You know, we have been migrated in this country. Almost a lot of people are here from last 25, 30 years. Now their children are grown up, and the biggest problem our non-immigrant is to find a suitable match, which is very important part. So that's why API did an initiative today, this year, to do a singles event. And I'm telling you, we were very, very successful. You know, it was our first event, and we have 70 participants in the singles event. Everybody was very excited. It was not only for doctors, but also for non-doctors. And I am pretty sure next year we'll have about 200 people. We are still getting a lot of phone calls, and we have to cancel this, you know, a lot of people that we don't have more seats available really.
So, standing with the Dr. Ajay Lodha, as we are talking about this event for singles, I'm thinking that mostly doctors try to match maybe kidney or the blood, but here it is the whole personality match that was happening. And how would you judge the success in terms of the outcome of that event? Did they walk out deciding or zeroing down that this is going to be my life partner or something on those lines?
We want them. We want this thing, and that depends on that is what our measure of success. But I spoke to a lot of young people who participated, and they all were very happy. You know, it's very hard to choose a partner in just like few minutes or few hours, but you know, this gives them an initiative to know each other, to develop further relationship, and you know, we are pretty sure the results will be fruitful. Really, you know.
And real quick vision of API in 2014.
In 2014, which is going to be my year, I will be the president, and my main vision will be to increase the membership, to diversify the funds of API. We have a huge fund in API, to make sure it goes for the right people, right needy people, not through the NGOs, but my aim will be to give the funds directly to the person. Third project will be I want to develop the young generation of API, which is a very big number now. As we all know that more than 20% of the medical students right now are of Indian origin. It's a very big number. And as per the data, it's estimated that within coming 20 years, there will be half of the medical students will be from Indian origin. So we want to bring up this young youth, which is very energetic, very active, and I want to open a separate branch and want to get approved by our bylaws and want to include them in the bylaws of API QLI.
Very nice. Lots
Thank
of
you.
good wishes. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
My name is Dr. McCann. I'm on the board at New Health Community Hospital, which serves a diverse community in Nassau County and a lot of the underprivileged.
What helps in addition to the medical help in staying healthy?
Well, I believe in good nutrition and exercise. It's an actual stress management for both the mind and the body. I do that through daily running. I do boxing. I have a personal trainer. I lift weights and I swim. And I keep my diet pretty fat-free and low in carbs.
API, such an important organization, and President of API, Dr. Jayesh Shah, has also arrived from Texas, San Antonio, to be a part of API QLI's annual convention here. So first of all, being so young and taking such an important responsibility of such a huge organization, how has been the experience for you being president of API?
It's been a wonderful experience. The love the people have shown, the members of API, they have really gone out of their ways to help me and support me. And this year we have embarked on many projects which are very new for API. And a lot of young physicians are getting interested. Seeing my leadership, they are getting excited to join AAPI.
And tell me something about Dr. Vivek Murthy and recent, call it an honor for the whole community, related to the important responsibility that has been entrusted on him by White House?
Well, we were very excited as AAPI to hear the nomination of Dr. Vivek Murthy because he is our Young Physician Section member, and we are really wholeheartedly supporting his nomination. We hope he gets the confirmation very soon, and AAPI is behind him through that process of confirmation that happens in next 30 days.
And this Obamacare, of course, the website problem, but even otherwise, people have their apprehensions and there are still confusions. Has API taken any initiative in helping people understand what is it that is there in Obamacare? What has been the stand of API?
Well, API at this point, we are, we have to, Obamacare is a law at this time, and we are trying to make sure people understand the intricacies of Obamacare and new insurance, and everybody understand what are the problems and what are the benefits, and try to see where AAPI can help with the process, and that's our role, so that the physicians and our patients understands the problems that can be associated with and the benefits. So we want to be, as a physician, every 7th patient at this time, AAPI physician is seeing in this country. So we are one of the main connection between the patients and the healthcare. So we are trying to make it easier for the patient to understand the complex Obamacare.
And back to the present reference, so what is it that you consider is the most exciting part of this annual convention of API QLI?
Well, API has 165 chapters, but QLI is one of the largest chapter of AAPI. And today we have the highest or the largest gathering of 650 physicians here in QLI itself. And we are really proud of the leadership of Dr. Tarun Vasil and Dr. Ajay Lora. Thank you.
Thank you very much and lots of good wishes.
Thank you.
This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas. A grand event, annual convention of API President Tarun Vasil ji. Dr. Saab, tell me how easy or difficult it is to put up an event of this proportion where you have over 650 doctors gathering together and celebrating this annual convention.
Well, I will say that if you have a good team, it's very easy. And if you have to do it with only 1 or 2 people, it becomes very rough and tough. And we try to accommodate everyone's wishes, table, seating arrangements, food, everything has to go tip-top. But if you have a very good team, I think it's not that difficult. You just have to spend a few weekends.
And Dr. Tarun, doing anything is also a learning experience, especially when you are president of such a big API's QLI branch. That probably must have taught you few special things. What would you say has been your learning as president?
Well, you mentioned that API-QLI is a big branch and it's about 700 members at this point. And to handle and organize all the events, monthly meetings, executive committee meetings, and this event is a big challenge always. But again, as I said, that what I learned from this, again, is that find good people around you who are supportive of your efforts, and I was lucky this year that we had several of them around me. And our honorees, actually, they are wonderful, and they accepted our invitation. I'm very delighted. It made my day.
So very quickly say something about honorees that you have for this evening.
Dr. Manjeet Singh Bains, I'm sure most of you know already. He is a thoracic surgeon at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, and he has achieved so much in his life, and he's so humble, it's unimaginable. The other thing which the good quality he has is that despite having a very busy schedule, he has always found time for community practice.
When API QLI is recognizing you at the annual convention today, what are your thoughts and feelings?
I'm deeply honored at this special occasion. I feel very proud that our organization is doing extremely well, and they felt proper that people like myself be recognized. There are a lot of people who are doing extremely well, who could be doing even better than what I am doing. But be as it may, I'm very, very appreciative of this honor. Thank you.
Back to your work and Sloan Kettering Center, cancer, such a dreaded disease, people are scared. In your years of experience, there might have been one patient or one moment or one paper that you were working on which stands out in your mind and that you consider might be interesting for common men also.
You know, working at an institution like Memorial Sloan Kettering, that is the cutting edge technology institution, we run into patients like that all the time. And it is not the one patient, it's patient after patient that we are proud to say that we have been able to do something for them. And of course, there are a number of patients who have come from India, Nargis Dutt, our past president, Dr. Neelam Reddy, Mr. Raj Kapoor, and so many others. But the most important thing is that each patient is a dignitary for us. It is important that each patient is treated that way. And in the 40 years I have been there, we have made a lot of progress, and a lot of patients have been cured because of the efforts of not just one individual, but a collective effort of all the people working in an institution like that.
So far as Dr. Praveen Singhal is concerned, I have known him for the last 12 years, and he not only does clinical practice, but he also runs a very big lab, and he has at least three NIH grants, which is very hard to get. Even one NIH grant, only 7% of the people get it when they apply. And at the American Nephrology meeting, usually he has 15 abstracts and presentations every year. And despite all this, and he does not take a day off from clinical practice. And despite all this busy schedule, he has helped so many young physicians from India, PGI Chandigarh, as well as All India Institute of Medical Sciences and JIPMER Pondicherry. He has brought them here, given them jobs in his lab, and also those fellows have gone on to get clinical fellowships. And it's basically, I cannot find words how to describe this young man.
So you are always being appreciated by your patients, by your students, by your teachers. But when your peers recognize you, it gives you a great feeling that you make a dent in their mind, in their heart, and they recognize that whatsoever you are doing is important, and that gives a feeling of satisfaction at the end of the day.
Dr. Singhal, for a layman, how would you define the branch of nephrology?
Body is made of millions of cells, and these cells have turnover of proteins, various molecules. Whatsoever we eat, eventually it is converted into molecules like amino acid, proteins, carbohydrates. And many of these molecules are synthesized into a cell. However, what is born out is called waste material and metabolites. And these metabolites has to be cleared by the body. And these are being cleared by the body by filtering through kidneys. They are circulating in the blood passes through the kidneys, and these waste materials are being filtered. So kidney maintains a homeostasis of waste material of what we eat day to day, and what is not needed by body is being cleared by kidney, so that body remains a toxic-free environment and maintains homeostasis.
No, so nephrology is that branch which?
Nephrology is that branch which deals with the kidneys, because kidney act as a filtration units of the body.
And talking about your papers that puts you in the top few nephrologists of the world, which paper would you consider gave you a lot of satisfaction that you are offering something authentic, something fresh?
So what we are doing is we are putting different copies of genes in mice and looking the effect of modulation of various molecules like angiotensinogen or angiotensin 2, which maintains the blood pressure. So we are looking whether decreasing these copies or increasing these copies, how blood pressure can be maintained. And one day it is possible, instead of taking medication, one can alter the gene and blood pressure can be cured forever.
Dr. Rajiv Jauhar. He's the youngest of our honorees, and he's one of the youngest physicians who has become the chief of cardiology at LIJ. And again, he has been helping the community so much. You call him at 2 a.m., he's there. He will come to the hospital and do whatever is needed for the patient.
Dr. Rajiv Jauhar, the youngest honoree here at AAPI Annual Convention. You are related to heart through your profession. And in your heart, how it makes you feel to be the recipient of this recognition by AAPI?
You know, I'm humbled by it. It's an honor to have it, but I want us to use it to expand on the educational awareness of heart disease among our people. You know, like I said in my speech, 60% of the heart disease in the world is our people. Whether you're from India, whether you're from Pakistan, whether you're from Guyana, anyone of Indian descent has heart disease. And we have to treat them differently. We have to be able to modify risks so that patients, so I don't have to take care of patients who are 30 years old or 25 years old, even as young as 18 years old with having a heart attack.
What is it that they should be doing in terms of changing their lifestyle which would prevent heart disease?
So we can't change our non-modifiable risks. We can't change our genetics. We were born this way. You know, it was our, like they say in Hindi, it's our kismat. But we can change our modifiable risk, like high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, smoking, lack of exercise, weight problems. We have to treat ourselves not like our Caucasian counterparts, but as a person who has heart disease. We need to be more aggressive, and that's what I've been trying to say for the last 15 years.
There are other doctors also, but what is it that is special with Dr. Rajiv Jauhar, which might have brought the attention of AAPI organization towards you to be recognized today?
Sir, I'm not sure what's different about me. I just try to live my life like I want people to treat me. I treat them. I am always available for them. I always show up when as necessary. You know, if it's 3 in the morning and a friend of mine is having a heart attack, I will be happy to come in. Because I would expect them to come in. So I live my life like I want people to treat me. So hopefully that's what's made a difference.
Thank you very much, sir. AAPI is an Indian organization, very important for the medical fraternity. This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.